So it is March 17th, it's a Sunday, and we are going to show you how to change your trimmer line on a Stihl weed whacker using the Autocut 25-2. So let's get to it. Now we are finally back in a tripod again where we belong to make proper YouTube videos, so let's get to it. So I'm using a combi setup, so it's a little shorter, don't have to deal with the motor, but it works for the same as a full trimmer. So first you're going to locate these holes on either side, and if you have big hands like me, you could just reach across, push your thumb in there, and you're going to pop one side down and reach around, do the same thing, push it and then pull it off. Now, I realize there's some string on here, but good to start off the season fresh. So you're gonna get your spool here. I got two different color lines for some reason. So, here back to first, gonna unspool that. A little bit of a pain here. Let's get the green line off, and I only use Stihl, the actual Stihl line. Actually, this one I'm going to use. So now we got it emptied off there. I'll show you what to do next. Now this trimmer is set up to run two types of liner, more specifically this trimmer head. So the typical one is the orange Stihl line, which is the 95, basically what they call it. It's 95 thousandths or something like that. But in this case, I'm going to be using the red line, which is 105. So I'm gonna show you how to use it in orange, like proper lengths. Since this is a little thicker, I'm gonna use a little less. But I'm gonna make this, I'll be using it with red, but I'm going to demonstrate with just the orange line and explain how to do it. So, what you want to do here is locate the end and undo it. So, if just pretend this is the orange line for this video for sake of video purposes. So, I'm 6 foot, so the arm span's about 6 foot, so I hold one end of this and reach out and then kind of clamp it off with the finger. So there's 6 foot. These take 12 feet. So I'm gonna kind of hold that there and then actually set that on the floor. Kind of bend it slightly in half and just pull it out, and then you get about 12 feet, but I'm going to, again, cut a little less. Now to make them even, you're going to grab the end you just cut, hold the other end of this is the end on the spool, and this is the end you cut, so you hold them together, and then pull them through together. Slightly, so you can see what I'm doing. So once you get to the end, I usually just snip them back together. And we are good in that aspect. Now we're going to take our spool, and what side do we start on? One strand of these things. So we're going to start, you get 2 hooks here. One there and one there, and there's some holes in the spool, right? So you push the line, hopefully. You gotta crimp the end down. You won't have to do this for the 95, just this line's a tad fatter and seems to be giving me some issues. There she goes. stuff that in there. Let me check. Yeah, it'll work. Hopefully. And then bend. Oh. Let me just explain this line. Hang on. So we're gonna use orange for demonstration. Gonna hopefully see it. Go from that hole, put it in, and bend it, and then you're just gonna wanna make sure it's neat, but keep it going around. Don't want to twist it too much. Have a little tricky here. So once you get to a like 5-inch or so tail, you're gonna want to go to the nearest hole, which is that one, and hook it in there. And then for the second one, you're gonna want to do the same thing, and then hook it there. And spools will be thicker since it's only a few inches, but I'll show you what to do next. Just having bad luck before, now it's going. Just wanna keep just getting it on there. Try to keep it neat, reduces problems. And also tight is your key. It's about 10 feet on the 105. So this is going to be our nearest hole. So these are definitely longer than what's expected, but that is okay. Next. So now that your spool is spooled, time to reinstall. So what you're going to want to do is get these as close as possible to the exit points. So you're going to want to kind of get it in there. And I think there should be a twist or something, but I'm going to pull each one. That's where it gets a little tricky. There we go. So there's the holes now. If you twist it correctly, there should be a little locking position. Then you just take your cover, line it up. I have to push one of these guys down. Give that a little tap, and it should be good. Give these a pull, and you heard it pop. So now these are extremely long. There you are. Now there is a little knife in here, not deadly to you, but once, might be on the other side actually, once this gets spinning, the head, it will cut, but I usually try to cut it just to, it makes a lot of noise, like kind of like a flapping noise, so to speak, so hold it about there and let's give it a snip. Turn it. And again, just a little. Snip there. Oh, didn't quite make it. So now you are hopefully a master at doing your trimmer line on a Stihl Autocut. Oh, now you can Stihl Autocut trimmer head. So now some tips I got are to spool, or if you're landscaping and you're constantly on jobs and stuff, either one, keep a pair of cutting pliers with you and your trimmer line, or get the correct size. I don't know, depending on how advanced you are. I just typically have these packs. They do have a smaller pack like that. That is not. This is for the older trimmers, the smaller line. It's 80, but they have that pack, this pack, and they have one that's even bigger, which I don't think I have any of. But you always want to keep trimmer line. Make sure you have trimmer line when you're on the job. Actually, with these, this line here, and hopefully that one will be a little bit better. Never tried it before. On my FS70 RC, which is there, sorry for the mess, which I have the orange line in, I could typically make it almost a little more than halfway through the season, doing about 10 clients weekly, and a fair amount of trimming. Just, I mean, it's 12 feet, it lasts for a while. The older ones only hold 6 feet. So you could keep the correct size, so they're 12 foot, so 2 12-foot strands. I think this is, what, 140 feet of line there. Always have that on hand, and you will be good. So, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing for more videos. And we will catch you in the next video, which will most likely be in the spring. One last thing before we go. We can't leave our spool a mess. So we're going to kind of snug it up just like we're rewinding the head. Find the nearest hole and go up and maybe over. Don't break it, but at least up, and you'll be good. So that is it. Thanks for watching, guys.